Responsibility. Well, we have to look at the opposite. Irresponsibility is when I don't take responsibility and I blame it on other people. When you have little children, I'm sure not yours are little golden saints, but when we had Dustin and Melody, my niece, and when they first began to have the power to use words, this was the word after mama, daddy, titi, that was mine. It's mine. Everything was mine. And then their little brains and bodies developed and they could be more vocal. And I remember walking in one day into a room in my house and someone had gotten a hold of my lipstick and had painted and written hieroglyphics all over the wall, okay? And I turned to Melody and I said, who did this? He did. But all four hands had lipstick on them, okay? So like little children, we want to get into the blame game. It wasn't my fault. It was their fault. It was circumstances' fault. Irresponsibility is a sin that often we do not see clearly in ourselves because it's easy to blame. We live in an easy to blame culture. Recently, I read an article about a judge who had to make a decision about where is the line drawn between personal responsibility and society's responsibility for an individual. And he made a determination. The question and case before him was two overweight girls who sued McDonald's because the Big Mac hamburger made them fat. Remember that? And the judge said, yes, McDonald's is guilty of serving a Big Mac hamburger that is dangerous to your health and full of fat. But you chose to eat it. Okay? So responsibility is a big issue because we are raised in this culture of blame. Who are we going to blame for the negative consequences in our lives? So the question is, going back to the myth, who is responsible for my life? I would say God and me. Who is responsible for my choices? Me. God gave me a free will. I don't blame God for the choices that I make. He gives me the ability, and He will fill me with wisdom and understanding and insight. But it's up to me to make the choice.